Grace and peace. I am Pastor Renee Teague, the pastor of Enon United Methodist Church in Studley, Virginia. And today we're going to be talking about not friends, but enemies. Enemies are those that we feel hostile toward, or that we believe they feel hostile toward us. Now, right now, it might be easy to say, well, I don't have any enemies, but that's probably not true. We have become so divided as a nation and even as a world that we find many people that we are hostile toward, or that we believe are hostile toward us. And those lines keep getting drawn and redrawn over issue after issue. And the issues are piling upon us, and so we're pretty overwhelmed. You know, I remember when our only major issue that I was thinking about anyway was climate change, and I was fairly concerned about that. I was concerned enough to start recycling and even to think that composting was a good idea, but it didn't seem like a crisis. And then 2020 came, and then we have health crises, and now we have what has been a racial crisis that we just didn't know was boiling until it finally boiled over, and now we have that, and then it just keeps layering, doesn't it? That's a healthcare crisis and a finance crisis. So we have all of those things, but we have been made to see people as either on our side or not. And so we believe that others are hostile toward us over what we think. You know, we read it and hear people comment about wearing a mask. Well, I didn't wear a mask and people were mean and hostile, or I did. Kingston, I have a cat problem. Or I did wear a mask and people were hostile because I had one on. Now, most of this hostility never really erupts, so it's something that we perceive. Well, God knew about this human problem, and in Luke 6, verses 27 through 28, Jesus says, "But I say to you who are willing to hear," and isn't that the first part? To be willing to hear, "Love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you." Now, this is Jesus' response to those that we find we have animosity or angst or anger between us. Now, maybe this person is in your family, and you have a brother or a sister or a parent or a niece or a nephew or a son or a daughter or a grandchild that somehow hostility has developed, and it may even have developed over these polarizing political issues. There may well be people who have done true harm. And what Jesus is telling us is, love your enemy, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. That's a reasonable thing for us to spend some time considering today. List the people that you find this angst. Notice it when it arises. Consider those people to be your brothers and sisters. And feel the tension leave. Feel the tension leave. Now, this is not to say that people aren't right or wrong. And it's certainly not to say that the people who would injure and oppress others based on race, that shouldn't be dealt with. It should. It's not to say that it is right to vandalize or do harm or do any of those things. That's not what it is to say. Jesus didn't say that. Jesus said, love your enemies. Love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Jesus didn't say defend yourself, take them out, obliterate them. Jesus said bless them, love them, do good. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Now picture the enemy, the other, the one that you refer to as those people. Jesus loves them, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves them. Yes, Jesus loves them. Yes, Jesus loves them. The Bible tells me so. Thank you for loving them, for it is only possible for you to love me if you love them. Amen.